Hello, Hookah.org. I have a first impressions video for you, which is not something that you see me do very often, but I am so excited about this product that I just really wanted to get a video out to you guys showing you what was coming before I jump on a plane at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, and you don't really hear from me for like a week. Anyways, the product that I am going to show you right now is... This is my first glass hookah. This is the, I believe, the Halo XL from Lust Hookah. Yeah, it is a really gorgeous, really cool piece of tube work that I will show you guys some more up-close pictures of right about here. I'm a really big fan of glass for a lot of different reasons. Number one is the fact that all of the junctions, all of the grommets are replaced by ground glass, which makes a really good, solid seal without the need for anything extra in there, any like rubber that could degrade or get lost. I think that that's pretty damn cool. I haven't had a chance to smoke with this thing yet. It was dropped off for me just earlier today. I'm going to be setting up a session after this and giving it a really good try, and then it's going to be a little while before I give it a review because I want to try this out. Some things that that do concern me. I've never worked with a bowl quite like this, so I'm interested to see how this plays. It is a fairly thick, single-walled glass funnel bowl with a very wide, flat rim, which I think will be great for balancing coals on the edge right at the beginning of a session and then moving them into the sides, or from the sides. I think that's cool, because it means that I can have, like, a quarter of a coconara just barely over the edge of the tobacco and the rest of it all the way out here without worrying about them falling off. That's really cool. But the lack of tray kind of concerns me. I am really used to working with a wind cover, and I don't really see I might be able to use my like XL Tangiers wind cover that might actually sit all the way down here and give me room, but currently without a tray I've got no place to put that. They do sell a heat management system which has both a metal screen as well as kind of like a tiny little wind cover. I have no experience with that, so I can't tell you whether or not that's a good product at this point, but that might solve that issue, though I do always like having a tray for potentially dropped coals and tapping my ash and things like that. What else? What else can I say about this right now? I like the fact that it comes... I'll pull this out. Maybe you guys can see more easily. I don't know if you'll be able to actually see this, but the down stem is ground out to make its own diffuser. It actually has some cuts and slits in the sides here, which I think is really cool, as well as an open bottom, which means that even though there is a diffuser, it's not going to restrict airflow at all. And this is a wide bore downstem. That is pretty cool. Something that I did notice as well that I really enjoy is the fact that this Lust logo right here is just above the diffuser holes, which means that if you fill to about the center of this Lust logo, you know you're dead on when it comes to your water level, and that is, I think that's really cool. I don't know if that was intentional. I hope it is. If it isn't, take credit for it anyway, because I think that was a good decision. The hose is pretty cool. The hose is a pretty simple hose. The actual material is pretty stretchy. I think that this might be a silicone of some kind. Sorry, I'm trying to get a whiff for the material. I work with a lot of materials like this, so sometimes I can pick it up. It's pretty clean. There's a ragged edge here, but it's not that bad. It's about what I'd expect from like most of the glass-ended silicone hoses that I'm seeing on the market recently, like the D hose, like the Palace hose, and things like that. The flavor, just drawing through, there is the slightest little bit of a plasticky flavor, but I suspect that that's going to go away almost immediately. It's less than I've had from things like the Nemours or the Razan or the Narbiche or things like that. So far, I'm really happy with this hose. I love the ground glass piece here. I love the fact that the glass actually extends this far into the hose. That is going to be difficult to get in and out if I ever want to replace this tip with something else, or replace this hose if I ever accidentally destroy it. But that's also great, because that means that it's not going to be accidentally coming out and popping out, as I've seen many of these glass-tipped silicone hoses have just a tiny little piece like that big that goes into the hose, and over time that'll eventually work its way out. I really like the design. I really like the size of it. It's not that far off from the size of some of the more traditional hoses that I have. It's not the gigantic honking Nemours or Narbiche or something like that, which I don't mind. I like those hoses, but I like this. This is simple. It fits the hand well. It's smooth and slick, and the draw is really nice. I am really looking forward to smoking with this. But that's, I think, about it for my first quick look at the Halo XL by Lust Hookah, very, very generously donated by SmokeKing.com. The guys over there are really cool guys. I've been talking to them recently, and I've really appreciated the support that they've given our channel, the support that they're giving me, and the opportunity to try out their products. As you guys know, no matter what, this is going to be an absolutely honest review, 100%. Even though this was donated for the purpose of reviewing, I am going to give it a fair review. You know that. So I'll give you guys the rundown pretty soon. Thanks for joining us, and happy smoking.